Hello, this is a brief video tutorial for how to use and set up the attendance tool in Moodle. So here in my little demo course, I have created a tool. The attendance is a tool built in Moodle that will let you take attendance for your whole semester or however long your course goes within one tool in Moodle. So here's how it works. Let's say my class has just started, my students are getting ready for some task, and I am taking attendance. I can come into my Moodle course and I can click on my attendance and participation tool. And what you'll see is it opens up to all a different entry, a different row for each day of my class. This class that I've set up for Pretends meets from 9 to 10 Monday, Wednesday, Friday. When I'm ready to take roll, I can click on this triangular play button, and it will give you a little, if you hover over it, it'll tell you what it does. Take attendance. I have options for present, late, excused, and absent. I just already happen to know what these are, and we'll talk about how to adjust those in a minute. But let's just assume that I want to give everyone is present. Oh wait, except for one person who was late. So you can use this top row to take roll for the whole roster, and then you can make a change to individual students as you need to, or you can go through and just click attendance row by row if you're calling out names. You can also make a note here in the side for whatever kind of remark you might need to make related to that particular student's attendance on that particular day. You can click Save and Show Next, and Moodle will save the attendance that you've recorded for that day. You can do this for every day that you have a class meeting. You can go back at any time by clicking the same location. It's a different icon this time. And you can go back in and change attendance if you need to. Again, you can also make a note of that. So that's all there is to taking roll each day in class. When you click on the play button, it opens up your roster for you and gives you an opportunity to mark one of however many statuses you build into the tool. This is the default: present, late, excused, and absence. So we'll give everyone present. Save. And then that drops us back. Depending on how your screen opens, it might open to a view that says weeks. Don't panic if you only see 3. You just have to either arrow over to the next week, this is the date range, or click on all, and that will show you all of them. So that's how you take attendance. The attendance tool can be linked to the gradebook, and when it shows up in the gradebook, and a particular student, this is student 4, will show what their attendance is based on the statuses you have set over time. It only counts the days that you have taken roll. Any days that haven't had roll taken don't count against the student. So here's how you would set one up. You're going to be in your course, you're going to turn edit mode on, and you can either hover between 2 items and there's a plus sign. You can add an activity or resource that way, or at the bottom of any section you can add an activity or resource. You click on attendance. You can call it anything you like. Anything you like, you can describe it if you feel like you need to. Under the grade column, generally you can leave these as they are because it's going to give them a grade out of however many times you take roll. But you might want to put that in a category if you have a weighted gradebook. Alternatively, you can also set the maximum grade to be for the number of days that you have class. Most folks just leave it at this and it works fine. Save and return to course. So then here's how you go back to edit it. Let's say you want to add some sessions or you want to change the statuses. You can click on it, and you're going to need to add sessions because it won't come with sessions pre-built. And this is essentially, this interface is very similar to what you will have encountered if you set up a recurrent calendar event. It's a very similar mechanism here. So pick the first day of classes. Let's have this be the 9th of September. And this is a 24-hour clock, but we'll have it meet from 11 to 13 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And then if you want to set it for multiple class days, you repeat the session above as follows. Every Tuesday, Thursday, let's say. And it's going to do this every week on Tuesday and Thursday. You're going to get an entry for Tuesday, Thursday until you tell Moodle to stop. In this case, let's set it for December. But we say December 9th. And then you can just click Add. And now you have a row for every date that you told Moodle you needed. If for some reason you get to the end and you're like, oh, actually I have too many, you can click the little trash can to delete it. If you need another one, you can add a single session if you need to. And that's all there is to it. Anytime you click the play button, you'll have your roster and you will have the option to set the status and make remarks for your students. Something you might want to, let's go back just to attendance here. Note that you don't need to make a new attendance tool for every class session. This one tool will hold entries for your whole semester, so you only need one attendance tool. If you want to adjust the status that comes default, that's under More and Status Set. So once you get here, you can change the options for what status the student might have on that given day relative to their attendance. So you could put this as present and prepared, or present and participating if you want to. You could delete any of these statuses. You can change the point value. Just notice that whatever you put as the maximum point value up here, say in this case it's 2, that means that a status that has a value of 1 is essentially a 50% or an F. And sometimes folks just want to take off a few points for late instead of giving the student an F for that day for attendance. So you can change these points around. You can make them equal whatever percentage grade or letter grade you thought it should be for those different statuses, or you can delete a lot of them if you want to. If you change them around, let's just say make this 1.75, and we'll delete that one all the way around, and it will only let you make one change at a time. I forgot that. Update, and now you've changed the statuses, and so then when you go in to take attendance, the options you'll have are present, late, and absent in this case. That's all there is to it. So let me know if you have questions. You can send an email directly to me, Robbie Pock, at pockr@pacificu.edu, or you can send an email to the SETC team at edtech@pacificu.edu.